in some ways of thinking, there's nothing new under the sun, of course, but that's not totally true, because human beings were always innovating and figuring out different ways of doing things, and a lot of times those things are quite different. What I hear from people a lot is, hey, all those guys that are in the terrain park all the time, they ought to look up and go hike up something and ski a mountain or something. And I think to an extent I'd like to see that, and I think it would be good, but on the other hand, I think if somebody feels like their life is that kind of skiing, then that's fine too. Just looking at the sport as a whole, I think the skills and the athletic talent that's developed in a terrain park is just unbelievable. And when that is taken out of the park and applied to other forms of skiing, it can result in some really beautiful expressions of creativity and ways of skiing a mountain. Not to mention just the person doing it is going to enjoy all the skills all the athletic skills they've learned. They're going to enjoy applying those skills to other places. And I think doing that as an end in of itself is totally valid. I really don't know why anybody would think otherwise. My biggest concern with terrain parks and that whole genre of skiing is I always wonder how abusive it is to people's bodies, because it seems like I see a lot more injuries coming out of that than other forms of skiing. So if you're enjoying the terrain park, the question is, are you going to be able to be doing that kind of athletics when you're 35 years old or 45, or is the terrain park going to be a skill base for some other form of skiing that's going to be more sustainable? I, of course, am biased and think that ski mountaineering is the end-all be-all of the universe, so I would think those guys would all go do that, but that's just me. So there's a lot of things you can do in skiing, that's for sure.